Just a man on a mission, ambition to never fail. Personality electric, he is animated male. Intelligent and wise, calm and often cool. Chris James giving opinions while also speaking the truth. Empathy and compassion. Stephen Michael is here, helping you through your traumas, helping you with your fears. These three forces combine and keep it honest. Turn up the volume, cause this is the application of knowledge.
Chris James, Stephen Michael, Animated Mel.
Yeah.
Application of Knowledge Podcast. We are here to bring you episode number 45. Make sure you subscribe, share right now, like this video. And everyone out there who celebrates Thanksgiving, you know. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving.
Happy holidays.
Did you have a good
Happy holidays.
Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
I don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
Why not?
Because it's a pagan holiday that has zero representation of me and my people in it at all, except in a negative light, and it's not something that I want to perpetuate to my children or my family. And also, I think it's important for people to educate themselves on these holidays and the origins thereof, because you don't really realize what you're celebrating. And I know the argument, it's a time when the family gets together. That could be a random Tuesday in November, or it could be a random Tuesday in July. It doesn't matter. Like, anytime you could get together, okay? People have family reunions. Is that a holiday? No, people get together. They say, hey, today, September 21st, we're going to get together. We're going to have our own little holiday. So it doesn't have to be New Year or Thanksgiving or Christmas or anything. It's not an excuse to celebrate holidays that don't represent you, your people, or represent you in a negative. I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I completely agree with that.
Wasn't Thanksgiving the feast that was put on by, I don't know who put it on, but it was a culmination or combining of the settlers or the pilgrims and the Native Americans, correct? So they taught them how to plant corn, they taught them how to farm, they taught them all these things, and then they had a big feast, right? Okay. So that stemmed from
that's when they got smallpox.
That's
right?
where that was after.
Is that like what you learned in school?
Yeah, that's the story.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So that stemmed from the discovering of America by Christopher Columbus, right? So if it wasn't for Christopher Columbus, who discovered America, then we wouldn't have Thanksgiving. So then my question is, and I know the answer, but why is it that we hear so many people get upset about Christopher Columbus or Columbus Day? So they basically, Christopher Columbus is almost canceled.
Almost, but not
all the way, but he's almost canceled, right? They call it Indigenous Peoples Day. So that's becoming widely accepted, right? But the holiday that particularly stems from that is Thanksgiving, but we're okay with accepting that. Why is it that we don't accept Christopher Columbus raping, pillaging, coming over, stealing this land from people that were already here, but then the celebration that they had from that time?
I thought he discovered this land.
People were already here.
I thought he discovered it.
He discovered it from the eastern side of the world.
He was like, "Oh, I discovered this. Let's make it ours."
Yeah, it wasn't like it was nobody here. He got here. People were already here. He didn't discover anything. So we're okay with celebrating that holiday, but we're not okay with the discovery of the Americas, right? And the reason that people will never give up Thanksgiving is one simple reason: it's the food. It's a reason for people to come together and to just stuff themselves with the most like ridiculous, addicting foods ever.
Yeah,
and it's okay. People have off work, and they use it as a reason to get together.
It's a holiday,
right? Which you don't have to, right? But even people that don't celebrate holidays, they still celebrate Thanksgiving. They won't celebrate Christmas, but they'll celebrate Thanksgiving. So,
but obviously we don't celebrate that stuff. But
you don't, Mel?
The thing is, I don't celebrate like, hey, it's Thanksgiving, but I enjoy having like groups of people that I like to be around.
Yeah, but you do that. I know you do that though.
But as far, I mean, I personally enjoy that. So like, if it wasn't for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and all these holidays that genuinely bring people together, how often or how frequent will people actually make effort to see one another? People don't do that. It's easy to say, hey, let's do this. If it's not a birthday or just, no one does that actively. No one just does that, especially like in my group of friends. No one just, hey, let's get together and just meet and have dinner and enjoy one another's company.
I've invited you to several events like that.
When?
People do that. I know what you're saying.
He said when. You want me to give
yes,
you that
when?
date?
Not it doesn't.
Are you literally saying that we don't do that at all?
We don't.
Okay, so we didn't have a game night where we tested out the game. You don't remember that?
These are like one-offs. When was the last?
One-offs, Mel. We did it.
When was the last time
we did it? Whether or not you come is I can't say.
Well, no.
If you invite me to somewhere or something, I will come.
Mel,
you assume that I'm not.
I can name 3 separate occasions where you were invited to dinner, a party where we had Anthony. Steve wasn't here for one, but he was here for another.
I mean,
Steve, I know you've probably been here for at least 2.
I've been trying to say that. Mel's been there. We've been to them before.
You have this absolute when you speak.
I don't have an absolute.
Yes, you do.
Take it as an absolute.
That's what you just. Replay the video.
You can replay the video.
You just said you never do it. That is an absolute.
Never. Okay.
You didn't say, well, it's not as frequent as I would like.
Okay, let's be semantics. Okay,
it's
not as frequent as I would like. I enjoy being around groups of people that I enjoy being around doing things actively.
It's
not just once a year.
It's not a monthly thing. No.
Yeah.
You just would enjoy doing it more than it has been done.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And so like when Christmas comes around and Thanksgiving comes around, it's like, okay, shit. Let's get a group of people and hang out. But since it's the holidays, motherfuckers like, nah, okay, I don't celebrate holidays, so we can't do it. You know, you don't celebrate birthdays, so we can't fucking celebrate on your birthday or something like that.
First of all, because you're targeting me.
Yes, I'm targeting you.
Man, why are you angry?
First of all, I don't stop. I don't stop any celebrations except for my birthday. I'm not gonna, unless y'all just do it. Obviously, I'm gonna be like, yo. But like, if you want to say, hey, Chris, we're gonna get together, and it just so happens to be Christmas or around Christmas, you know what I'm saying? But like, honestly, we really do this outside of holidays.
I mean, we have a small knit of people. I mean, we just went to go see Black Panther. I mean, with basically all of us. Now, I know that you have friends outside of us, obviously. But as far as our group, we do get together, though. It's not all the time, but I mean, we
There's
do.
not that many holidays anyway. Even still, if we celebrated every holiday where people get together, what do you have?
I mean, really,
4th of July, Memorial Day, and Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I mean, a lot of those holidays, I don't even understand why it's a holiday. Like, I can see why it's a day.
It's just a reason for people to celebrate and to do things they don't normally do.
Would people celebrate more frequently if holidays didn't exist?
No. Now, I do know people that get together with their family very frequently.
I think they would.
You think they would celebrate more?
Yes, reunions. Family reunions used to be a thing.
That's becoming faded out. You don't even hear about them anymore. Yeah.
That's what I would really like.
Well, that's also because I think that due to social media, like
he said doo-doo.
I said do too.
We heard doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
Doo-doo. Social media.
Doo-doo. 45, 47.
I might have said doo-doo, but I meant do too. I'm pretty sure I said do too.
Rewind.
I said do too. I just said it really fast. Due to social media, people are in contact way more than typical. So there is that you lose that allure of seeing that cousin, that friend, that aunt, that uncle that you haven't seen in 2 years because you follow them on Facebook, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I can see why that kind of happens, but I think that Mel, I'm pretty sure this will be you as well, but like our family didn't get together like that. And this is why me and Chris don't celebrate holidays for because number one, we were like poor. So we didn't have money to do things anyway. And when we did, like, it wasn't a great experience. Like, I remember going to my grandma's house and like celebrating Thanksgiving and stuff like that. Like, but I can't say that I have a lot of fond memories. Like, I was just talking to this girl the other day about like cooking with like her grandma. She was like, "Oh yeah, my grandma came over for Thanksgiving. I made mashed potatoes with her." And I'm like, wow, you know what? I can't think of a time that I ever cooked with one of my grandparents.
No, you're not going to.
Right.
Not our grandparents.
Right. We so our grandma, or one grandma, my dad's side, like she didn't cook, like barely. But then my other grandma who did cook, we weren't allowed in the kitchen.
We were a nuisance.
Like it was just, we grew up in the children should be seen, not heard, era, and we weren't.
Certain parts of the house were off limits. We couldn't open the refrigerator.
Right, I mean, it was just like
don't open the refrigerator.
I can't even picture our grandmother's refrigerator in my mind. Like what
the inside of it.
Yeah,
the inside of her refrigerator was ridiculous. I'm gonna tell you that.
It was packed.
I was packed full of stuff.
I can't even picture.
I've seen
it
on mythical occasions.
Like it was crazy. So we didn't have that. Like, somebody said that you can tell this generation is growing up where they weren't snapping peas with grandma in the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Because, you used to have green beans and then she would literally snap them and shuck corn, and it would be time where you would spend together and do these things. And it just made me think about how important spending time in the kitchen with people can be.
Specifically the kitchen?
Well, it's in the kitchen as in a intimate way of getting to know each other.
It's a great way to get to know each other.
It's a very good.
Have you ever done that, Mel? Do you have that experience?
Being in the kitchen?
Like cooking with someone.
Someone, not a girlfriend. Like an elder.
I mean, even.
Nah.
I'm just saying.
Even a girlfriend.
Because yes, for a girlfriend, yes, but as a child or dealing with an elder, it is a different experience.
Nah, I've never been. Like, I've always, like my aunt,
show up when dinner's ready.
Or be there waiting for it to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
mean? You're cooking. You're watching her cook with the plate, like.
Just like, because you know how it is in black households.
You was gonna say in the hood.
I was about to.
In urban communities.
In urban communities, like they say, yeah, we gonna start eating at 4, 5. Food don't be ready about 7:30, 8. I'll be like, come on, man.
Yeah. They just lied to
you. And the uncles know. They always show up mad late.
Yeah.
And when I was younger, I was like, man, why everybody just, like, we're here early. Ain't nobody else here. Then everyone start coming in. Food still ain't ready, But then later in the evening, everything gets there. But I honestly, I don't think that's exclusive to black households.
I don't know, man.
I know white households are different because I had a few white girlfriends, and I went over to their I have a few white friends and
white girlfriends.
Girlfriends too, yeah.
You said it right.
Yeah, girlfriends. Because I was also thinking about my friend Jake. That I went to, and it started like early, dumb early. Like, yo, we snagging. Like, you got time to go hang out with your other friends. Go to their dinners and hang out with them.
You can come back. I mean,
So you get many more opportunities. But why I say it's not exclusive to like particularly black homes is because I went over Anthony's crib. Like, this is when we was living in Cincinnati.
Oh, that was a minute ago.
And they didn't start eating it was like 8, 9. I was just like,
really? That's late.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, because
start eating at that.
Yeah, to start eating.
Especially Thanksgiving. Like,
we would usually start around 7:30.
Yeah,
it's still late.
Yeah, it's fairly late, but like typically you like to eat early, let the food settle in, and typically go out.
Y'all see his body language? How he sat back, grabbed his stomach, like you just we're trained. Like,
that's how most cats do. They just eat and eat and eat. They even had like some memes going around, there was like, what we eating today? We ain't eating nothing today. Thanksgiving in 2 days.
Right. They fasting.
Like cats be saving.
They fasting.
They be saving their food.
That's just wise. Yeah. I think that's wisdom, in my opinion.
Or if you smoke some of that good, you know what I mean?
Right before, huh?
Right before, line up. Oh man.
Just so that
you be smashed, eat the whole turkey. You be like,
the tactics, man.
That's how it goes when you got to plot around Thanksgiving because it be so many food, so many people. You got to get your little scraps in, man.
I talked to my kids and I talked to them, text my daughter because they celebrate holidays, right? Daddy's got to say Happy Thanksgiving to them. Told her to eat some mashed potatoes for me.
Oh man, mashed potatoes.
I didn't get it. I texted her like 9 in the morning. I didn't get a text until like 3 o'clock. She said no. I said, what you mean? She said, I've already eaten twice. I can't eat more mashed potatoes. So then I talked to them. I called her later on. I talked to both of them. It was around like 6. And then, by the time we were getting off the phone, she was like, all right, Dad, I got to go. We're about to eat dinner again. Like, they ate 3 times. But it's number one, of course, but this is why Thanksgiving is the way it is. Because from childhood age, we learn to do these things.
Yeah. We have to eat.
They, once again, being with, their Mimi, they're white on that side. They start eating at 12 o'clock. Like, we would now,
they cooked the night before.
Yeah. So most of all the meats and stuff, all that stuff is cooked pretty much the night before. And then she would warm it up, right? Basically, or actually some things she got up and she would put in the oven at like 6 a.m. So then it's just cooking.
So she gives herself 6 hours.
Yeah. So it's a whole thing. And then after that, they start drinking, and then they go to wait in the lines at Target at 8, 9 o'clock so they can get the Christmas presents and stuff for Black Friday.
They still do that?
No, not as much.
Yes, they do. Someone just got killed in a Walmart a couple years ago.
Yeah, it's still a big.
They still do it.
It's still a big thing. But now Black Friday is more or less for first thing in the morning, so like late night, Thursday night, and then first thing 5, 6 a.m. and then Black Friday, the day, you're not really catching nothing.
Yeah. So when it comes to Thanksgiving, is there like any particular meal that you all had looked forward to in the past? Like, man, I can't wait to try the turkey, the macaroni, or the greens, the cornbred.
Back in the day, man, it was turkey and stuffing.
Stuffing. I forgot about stuffing.
That was your go-to?
Yeah, turkey and stuffing.
That makes sense. You also like cranberry sauce.
I yes, I do. Yeah, but it's gotta be the jellied kind. It can't be the jelly. Yeah, it can't be the can. I listen.
I don't know where it came from.
I'm sure I don't know where it came from.
Like, what is that stuff made of?
I don't know. I'm just telling you though. It's got to come out the can, and it's got to be the jellied, which is probably super processed. I don't like the whole ones. I'm sure if I made it myself, I would. But
it'd probably be good if you made it yourself.
Probably. But yeah, man, like that's. Man. But now obviously I don't eat meat anymore. So, but yeah, I'll do some stuffing and some turkey, stuffing and cranberry.
I used to look forward to Mel's turkeys. The vegan made the best turkeys.
Mel's turkeys?
Had. Yeah.
What is it?
Mel made turkey.
Mel.
He made the best turkeys.
Me. I've only ever made 2 in my life.
What kind
They
of
are
turkey?
the best I've ever had.
Just turkey.
Regular turkey?
Yeah.
Just turkey.
Oh, this is back in the day then.
No, this was like a couple years ago.
When we lived in Louisville.
Oh, you were eating
We did
in
one
Louisville?
here too.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I've only been a vegan for like 5 years now.
I forgot how.
vegan.
When you say just for 5 years, that's
that's really just the mark.
8
right
years
there.
ago. I didn't realize. I didn't put the time together.
Mel's turkeys. My Uncle Brian's macaroni and cheese. Somebody's candied yams. My mom made the best candied yams.
Hands down.
There is no candied yams that
replicate
was ever better than hers.
Did she put marshmallows in it?
Nah.
No, hers were just sugar. It was brown sugar, butter, and she fried it.
They had this hard crust.
It was a sugar
but they
crust.
weren't burnt. Like I still can't replicate it.
It was a sugar crust. My mom
literally had to be literally sugar.
No, it was a sugar. It was a crust. I remember. It was a sugar crust. My mama made the best yams, even though she didn't cook.
Yeah.
But she had 3 things: her yams,
chicken and dumplings,
and
her pancakes.
Also, she was beastie at the.
That's it.
That was the only thing she made, but it was the best you have ever had.
So she was like the.
I still try to replicate them pancakes. I can't get it.
No, because you don't have the ignorance to do it. You have to be ignorant to cook the way she cooks. Seriously.
I mean, literally, she
I'm
probably,
saying.
if you basically just put a shallow layer of oil, that's probably what it was.
Yeah.
Like, not just a little oil, like literally.
It was a shallow.
It has to be like floating in
she
oil.
essentially deep fried her pancakes. That's essentially what it was. So it was
Kind of
floating.
try one of them pancakes.
Man, them things. Oh my god! No.
I love pancakes.
It was almost like the crunchiness that you get from a funnel cake, except crunchier.
Yeah.
But it had a soft center because it cooked so fast, and they were very thin. She made them very thin. They weren't the fluffy ones. So it was more of a crispy pancake, but soft in the center. No one will ever beat her pancakes in my mind.
Dumplings, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. If she came back for a day and made some chicken and dumplings, I might go ahead and say, man, I'm just gonna bite the bullet today.
I mean, she could put some oyster mushrooms in mine.
I mean,
my aunt Renee used to make some good macaroni. Make some good old macaroni.
Good old mac, huh?
Good old macaroni. My mom used to make some really good stuffing. Like I really like the dressing or whatever.
Well, okay, let me ask you this. I ain't gonna lie. This is gonna sound crazy, but I personally have never had a stuffing that is better than just stovetop. I know that sounds crazy because I'm sure it's not the best, but I personally love stovetop stuffing.
I don't know the difference.
What?
I mean, I just don't, because I've never made it. So every time I've eaten it, it's just been to me.
Here's what you need, Steven. You need someone who takes a day to make their stuffing.
Okay.
You need someone who knows how to make stuffing.
Yeah.
And then that'll shatter that. Okay. But most people aren't making stuffing like that.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
because what I will tell you, because they're using chemicals. It's a cheat. They have a cheat code.
It's not even the texture. It's the flavor.
It's the flavor.
Yeah.
Now, what I will say is, I understand where you're coming from because that used to be me for Jiffy cornbread, right? I used to tell people, yo, don't nobody make better. Jiffy got everybody on lock.
I mean, it's still hard to beat Jiffy.
I'm gonna tell you.
I said hard.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm the ultimate Jiffy lover. Let me tell you how much I love Jiffy. I would make it, and I lick the bowl. I licked the Jiffy bowl.
Mm-hmm. You're a savage.
What? Jiffy is good. What was it? What was it? It was like a cup of milk, an egg, and it was, and that was it. Some water. I don't even know.
That was it, pretty much.
Bruh.
Shell, our coach Shell makes better cornbread.
I think that I had it.
We need to have like a little.
We'll get together.
We need to. So here's what we need to do.
We need to have an annual or like every 6 months.
Usually we do these art things in the summer, but we need an indigenous eating day. How's that, Mel?
Indigenous eating day.
Yeah, we're gonna do indigenous meals, which will be our own creations.
I'm with it.
And we can do it. What
Everybody
we do
make
it
their
Christmas?
own favorite dish.
What do we do it in December around Christmas? There you go.
Yeah, I mean we can do it around your birthday.
Jesus Christ.
Why not? You know what I mean? Or around Christmas, whatever. What day is Christmas?
That's all the same. That's the same. It's all the
mean,
same. It's all the same.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess it's the same week.
All right, Mel. So you're throwing it then. You're hosting it.
Why you always do this to me?
What?
You brought it up.
Okay.
I think that if when I come up with initiatives, I lead them. I think that's proper. It wouldn't make sense for you to come up with an initiative and put it on someone else.
I have this great idea, but Chris, you got to start it.
You should do it. That's why.
All right. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's check the schedule. Make sure everybody good. Make sure nobody fasting.
So, no. We're going to be all right. What?
Is that a gift? For who?
I like to celebrate people in real time. I don't like waiting for Thanksgiving and holidays and Christmas and birthdays. This is my thing. I like celebrating people.
You just like to celebrate people.
I like to celebrate people when I want to celebrate them, not when society says, well, it's this time of year or whatever.
Nah, me? That's what I like to hear.
Yeah. So I want to celebrate my brother Steven. For the incredible work that he's been doing on himself personally, the work that he's been doing in our community, as well as the consistency that he has shown over the past 3 years. Well, actually, it's really been longer. It's been probably about 5 years, honestly. What?
Not that same thing.
No, don't ruin the moment. Bro.
I ain't ruin the moment.
Homosexual.
Thought it was a laptop, but
He's like, it's a Mac.
Them airs, man.
Damn, man.
I thought he got me a Mac. This is some nice wrapping paper.
Hey, let me get that.
Did you say let me get that?
Yeah, let me get that.
The strawberries on it and everything. That makes.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay, what's in there?
I don't know.
You got another one of them gifts over there? Okay.
Oh man.
My
My man
Remarkable.
got me remarkable.
Damn, son.
That's what's up. I appreciate it.
Man, that thing is hefty.
I appreciate that.
Woo!
Man, you've been telling me I need to get one too.
Man, I was thinking about one of them too, man.
Oh
Woo.
yeah,
With the leather.
I've been thinking about them for a minute,
I
man.
haven't heard you say nothing about it.
Damn, a
Remarkable.
remarkable
Hey,
man. Shell got one,
appreciate that.
Chris got one, Steven got one. Hey, man, you know.
Actually, somebody else got one. I'm not going to tell you because I don't want you to put them on your list.
I appreciate that, man.
You're welcome. You deserve it.
Dang.
That's dope. That's nice. Good job.
And see, this
Round of applause.
This is my preference. I like to celebrate people when I want to celebrate them. I don't want to wait till Christmas. You know what I mean? You never know what somebody's going through. You don't know, like, also Christmas is a very stressful time of year for a lot of people, especially their pocketbooks, as my mama was emotional, man. And, yeah, man, go ahead, let it out, man.
Go ahead and cry, man.
Go ahead and say a couple words.
Come on, man. We need this for the algorithm.
First of all, I'm not gonna cry. Blood,
He gonna cry in the car.
sweat, but no tears. Look, I got my wrist, cut my wrist. Look like I was trying to take myself out.
Hey, I'm taking a wrapping paper though. If you don't.
Okay, I mean, if I knew you would have won, I probably would have been a little neater.
It's all
but,
good.
Are you going to reuse it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can use it for a small.
Yeah, exactly. I have something that I need to wrap that's
nice,
really, really
it's
small.
nice paper. and it's a strawberry too. It's
Someone
nice.
else picked it out. Somebody very special to you picked it up.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I appreciate
Young.
that.
Oh.
Wow, man. I have been working a lot just on myself, growing. I mean, really, since I got home, moved down to Texas, and just going to another level and just in life. So I don't know, man, I'm kind of at lost for words, man.
That's dope. It's beautiful, man.
I really appreciate it, and it shows me that you see what I do, and it just that motivates me to continue to do everything that I'm doing and go to the next level, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I need a little motivation.
That wasn't motivation. That was from
my heart.
I was from putting
Look,
in.
I don't give gifts often.
I don't. Well, not in that way. Because you give gifts.
I give gifts, but like, well, I guess it just depends. Yes, I don't give.
Chris will
gifts.
give you a job, and he'll pay you for it. Pay you really good for it. That's a gift.
Yeah,
But-
I don't give gifts like that often. Mel, you got a gift a couple years ago. That gift still holding me off for a couple years.
It's all good. It's being greatly taken care of.
Hey, listen. Every time I see him, I say, okay, you know what I mean? How many times? All right. But you know, I think that when it's like a time of year that you're supposed to give somebody something, like maybe it's not as genuine. Not to say that people are being disingenuous when they give gifts, but it's like people used to tell me, "Oh, Chris, you're hard to get gifts for." You know what I mean? Because anything you want, you just get for yourself.
That's not true.
And well, it's not true. It's lazy.
It's lazy.
It's lazy. But also, I think it comes from the pressure of not thinking about me throughout the year, and then all of a sudden be like, "Oh, it's his birthday. Oh, it's Christmas. What am I gonna
Funny
get
thing
him?"
is,
Yeah.
I got you a gift too. It just ain't here yet.
Well, thanks for telling me.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah, thanks for telling me, bro.
It's not really. It's not really. a
Well,
huge
all these
deal.
gifts going
But
around.
what I'm
Woo!
saying is
Gift
that
season. Woo!
you're not hard to gift for.
One of these
right?
days.
What people try to do is they try to take somebody. Okay, you've heard the saying, "What do you give somebody who has it all already?" Right?
Yeah.
Like if someone looks at you and they're like, "What can I get him?" The standard person is going to be very hard pressed to try to find you something, right? But it's like you have to know me, right? Like, dude, like if you bought me a candle, I would have been. I mean, I'm more happy about. I'm glad
I
you
was
got
about
me
to
remarkable.
say, shoot, I still got the receipt.
No,
I can get
no.
you like 2-3 candles.
No. 2, 3.
Oh no, I wouldn't spend the whole.
Oh,
No.
No.
Those
What
things.
I'm saying, I appreciate that even more. But what I'm saying is like, just something that simple is like it's enough, right? Like it's like, dang, man, because you know what I'm saying? Because we don't really, like I don't know what I buy you another Coach bag, a Coach wallet. I mean, I'm sure you'd appreciate that stuff, but it's like you have, you know what I'm saying?
Don't give me no wallet, bro.
Yeah, I'm just,
I
know what I mean?
love my wallet now.
Like
you'd have to get a better wallet than what I have now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So it's like if a girl or whatever or somebody else is like, what can I get him? Like you have to get somebody something that they would appreciate, and it doesn't have to be about money. It's thoughtful. It's like.
Yeah, people a lot of times when they give gifts, they don't think about what the person would actually like. They just give them a gift because they feel like it's a responsibility to get them a gift, especially like around birthdays or holidays. Like I've received gifts, which I'm grateful for, extremely grateful for, but bruh.
Like if I bought you an anime poster, like which might be a good gift, but you're gonna be like, I got tons of these.
You already know, man.
No, you got traveling gear. You got to
like, bruh. Like I'm grateful for the gift that I did receive, but like,
is this
bruh,
an inside joke?
Not really inside joke. It's just I received like luggage, but I already have luggage.
I mean,
and then I received a bag.
Was it really nice luggage?
I didn't need it.
Okay, I understand.
It wasn't
even for me.
It wasn't a gift for him.
It wasn't for me because you wanted me to have this. That's what it was.
Yeah, it's
we travel. Okay,
like, we travel together, but I don't like with the baggage you bring. So
exactly.
I mean, it's still good.
I mean, I'm appreciative.
I personally don't be appreciative. If you don't maybe remember me saying this, but I tell people back in the day because everybody's pretty much trained to not give me stuff. Except for Mel. Mel still will give me stuff. But
stuff too.
I will tell people, look, if you're going to get me something, get me what I want. Otherwise, don't get me anything.
Yeah.
And I think that's okay. Like, and I won't take offense to it. I mean, I don't even tell people my birthday. Like now, I don't. Like my birthday just passed. Like, and because I have a new Facebook and I removed my birthday off my new Facebook, people don't even know.
You can remove the birthday?
Yeah,
because I'll be wanting to do.
You can hide it, I know, but
you can just remove it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't want those.
It won't come up in upcoming birthdays.
I don't want those. Like I want
people just happy birthday. Like now you get a list of it just because Facebook tells
it's
them.
like you don't rock with me.
You don't care.
You don't know my birthday.
Can't even talk to you in years.
You know what I mean? Like cats will say that, but won't have an actual conversation to see how you're doing.
As soon as I removed my birthday from Facebook, I probably got, I think it was 2 or 3 people.
Nice.
On my Facebook. Yeah, I was happy.
Like the ones, like if I see something, like I don't message on Facebook. I send someone a personal message. You know what I mean? I used to do it back in the day, but it's like, it just seems like it's only happening.
Like to their phone? Up. You mean like a text?
Yeah, I'll send them a text. Like, hey. You know
it used to be phone calls back in the day.
Well,
I don't think the medium. I don't think the medium is the biggest thing. I think the sincerity behind it is, and Facebook's gonna remind you it's a dopamine hit. People just feel good.
Yeah.
However, I'm proud that I have got it to a point now where pretty much I got happy Thanksgiving, except for people that just do not know, and one person who just defies me, and then just for the past year, like birthdays, and I haven't gotten it. I'm so happy. I'm very happy with that. And people, you're a Scrooge. No, I'm not. I'm not a Scrooge. I just don't want to celebrate a pagan holiday that doesn't represent me or my ancestors.
What does pagan mean?
Well, you have like holidays that will be like religious holidays, like religious holidays, and then you have like worldly holidays, which would be, I guess, sacrilegious.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know the actual definition, but
that's a good explanation. I don't know the definition of pagan. I'm sure I could look it up. I don't feel like it. But it's basically non-religious.
Yeah, I think it's still like in celebration of a god, but I think it's like non-Christian.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
That sounds about right.
Okay, yeah. How do you all feel about white people saying the N-word?
I thought you were going to say white people.
Nah. How y'all feel about white people saying the N-word? Specifically when they're listening to rap music that's also saying the N-word.
You mean, okay. I just want to make sure I understand your question. They're rapping along with the lyrics?
Yeah. And they're saying...
What company are they in?
Company?
What
Who are they around?
People? Who are they around?
They're by themselves. Let's just say
they're not using it as
let's just say you're in your car and you're listening to YG, man, you know what I mean? And you just bumping it, and you just sing along with the song. And you're a young 17-year-old white boy.
It's fine.
I don't care. I mean, we got, I got.
Hey, we know. You know what I mean?
Shout out to the boy. So he ain't never gonna see this, but
yeah, you never know.
But yeah, there was a University of Florida student.
Oh, here we go.
Who, I guess, had a full scholarship to go to he's a quarterback, football.
Oh my God!
And this boy,
if this is going where I think it's going,
this boy was beasting out there, and I guess he posted on his social.
Of course, he's a quarterback. He's white.
They posted on his social media website, of him singing along to a song, and it was him saying, I'm not sure what song it was, but he was saying the N-word along with the song, and so now that video's gone out, scholarship has been revoked.
Wow.
No.
Scholarship is gone.
No.
Okay, like you're not okay. First of all, let's be clear. You're saying nigga. You're not saying.
I'm pretty sure you just got us a strike.
Okay, we'll just
bleep that out.
I got this.
You can't say that word on.
Well, you can
on Tinder and TikTok. Or, TikTok.
Well, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I mean, like, bro, I don't care that much. I mean, literally, like, I get it, and we.
I don't get it.
No,
I don't get it.
No, what I'm saying is, I don't get what they did. I'm saying I get how you grow up, who you grow up around, the music you listen to, the culture that you're invested into. Like, if you're white and you're around people that use the N-word all the time, it's kind of natural. It's not that you mean to be mean and rude or anything like that. It's just like, it is what it is. Like, I don't personally care. Like, it doesn't bother me. And unless you're using it, it doesn't even bother me. I mean, I've dealt with real racism in Kentucky, what I'm saying? Real racist, where I was called with a hard ER. Hey, go ahead and get up out of here. You don't belong here. Like, the accent and everything, right? That was hurtful. Like, that was scary. But in any other way, like, bro, it don't matter that much to me.
This is some bull. And
to take his scholarship,
you took this young man's scholarship. So Mel's saying he's a beast. I don't know him. I don't know nothing about
scholarship.
Him. You got a full ride. You're a beast.
His name is Marcus Stokes.
Okay, so that means that
down in Florida,
your blood, sweat, and tears
that's the competition
have
down
gone
there.
into building your craft to a point where there's a very good possibility that you might have potential to go to the next level, even after college or whatever. And you're going to strip away this man's future because he said a word? It's no difference from what they're doing to Kanye.
Yeah.
So for those of you out there that are, oh, Kanye shouldn't be treated this way, and then you turn around and do the exact same thing to somebody else, you're the exact same as the people that are persecuting Kanye. And this is the hypocrisy in modern society. As long as something is fitting your narrative, it's okay. It's all right. All bets are off. As soon as it shifts and it's on the other foot, it's the same thing as the white lives matter versus the black lives matter. It's the same thing. It's wrong. I don't see. This is the thing about me. I'm consistent. I'm not, oh, he's black, so I feel one way. Oh, he's white, so I feel another. No, we're human beings. Yeah. It's about human decency. The whole race thing is a construct. You know what I'm saying? So when you say, oh, what do you think about white people saying? I'm like, well, historically, they're probably black anyway. Like, people don't understand anything about our history. We've been lied to. This is why when it comes to these holidays and stuff, I just leave them alone. I don't know the origin of them. I don't know what they mean. I know
mean,
what
even the
taught.
story is just bad. It's
yeah, even the story is bad. So why would I celebrate something or symbolize something or give energy to something and I don't fully even understand it? Like, that's ignorant. And I don't want to be willfully ignorant. So that's why I take those hard stances. But this is stupid. It infuriates me. And the fact that, like this just happened, I'm assuming, but this literally just happened to Kyrie. Like, this literally, and I'm sure the people canceling him are people of color. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But typically these mobs are usually, like this cancel culture. I mean, clearly, okay, you have the Karens. So I definitely want to shout out the Karens.
Shout out Karen.
I don't know how strong or powerful they are, but I know that the black counterparts that, You know, they canceled that therapist. Y'all remember that therapist? I don't know if we talked about her. She was a young girl, probably in her late 20s, twerking on TikTok, talking about how men need to build their emotional intelligence.
If you're twerking, talking about emotional intelligence, I'm not taking you.
I know.
Because you twerk?
Mel likes him to twerk.
It depends on how they throwing it back.
You've made that clear. I told you I don't like twerking, but
let me just say that she was toxic, and usually toxicity comes with some other good benefits. So I mean, maybe she could twerk, but that doesn't mean that you should call her job to try to get her fired.
Yeah, that's wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they called her job?
Yes, they got her fired. Now it's a black girl. So it's not. They don't just do it to white or black people. That's not what I'm saying.
This whole culture.
But it's the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like that, y'all are doing too much. There was a woman. This dude goes into a Forever 21, I believe, because I saw it in the comments, and he's recording. He's an influencer, so he's recording his day in my life at Forever 21, getting a sweater, whatever.
What's he doing in Forever 21?
I don't know. Maybe it wasn't Forever 21.
Oh, okay.
I just was reading the comments. I know it's a weird thing. I don't know. Just forget that part.
All right, my bad.
But the point is, there was, I guess, 2 employees that interacted with him. The first one, I guess, was like, yo, you can't record in here. And then maybe she got her manager or whatever. The manager came over, and that's when you see the video. And they're interacting, and he's like, you know, what's the problem here? And she's like, you know, we don't allow recording in our store. He's like, so I can't, I'm not recording other people, I'm recording myself. So he's like, we don't allow recording at all, period. Can't do it.
I'm sure they got cameras in there.
And he see, this is Mel's brain.
It's recording.
It's true. And so the dude basically was like, well, I appreciate you letting me know, because that wasn't, do you have something on the door to let people know? No, we don't. It's just our policy. Okay, cool. Well, sir, can you please calm down? You're getting very hostile. And he's just talking normally. See, this is why we record, because of this, da-da-da-da. All right, so it was a bad situation, right? She was clearly trying to paint him in a bad light. They were clearly lying about the recording for whatever reason. They had the cops outside waiting with the canine. Like, it was a mess. They got that woman fired. You know what I'm saying?
The manager. The employee.
The manager. Obviously, this is in the comment section. I don't know. I didn't do the research. But I believe it.
It sounds believable.
Because this is what they do. They're like, oh, we found her. People were in the comment section like, yo, what's their Facebook? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to go and do what they believe was done to this young man. We're going to go and do it to them. And that's going to make the problem better. It's ignorant.
Dude, I'm telling you what, man. Best thing that I've done is take the social media break. I mean, it has been so beneficial. Like, my phone, like, weekly gives me, like, you know, updates, and yours probably does it too.
Yeah.
Okay. It tells you screen time, like, so how much you're on your screen.
Well, I don't have that turned on, but I do get updates.
Okay. So I don't know. I think it was I got.
You got an iPhone? Oh.
Come on, man. Come on, man. We blue text, baby. Man, we switched over, man.
I'm not sure what text it is, but
Mel, just stay where you at, man.
Yeah, just stay. Just, you know.
I'm comfortable.
Okay. You'll be there forever.
No, I doubt that.
Yeah,
if Mel gets a taste of the iPhone, he will jump ship.
We shall see.
Because I pictures and videos and actually come through clear.
I said this phone is better. The apps work better. I'm like, I can't stay with Apple, with Android anymore.
I was with Android for a minute. Anyway, what was I saying?
You were talking about getting off social media and how.
Oh yeah, screen time. So yeah, I got a message this morning, and it was just like, you know, your usage or your screen usage from last week I was down 5 hours. I've just been slowly going down. Yeah, 5 hours is a lot. Or I'm sorry. I was down 30%, not 5 hours. My total screen time was only like 5 hours.
Okay.
Like, which includes watching videos from YouTube or anything.
That's low.
Yeah, it's very low. So I mean, I didn't go through the history. I'm sure if I looked, it's probably ridiculous. But I mean, it's given me so much. Like, I mean, obviously I still have YouTube, right? But I'm not. I mean, there's only so much on YouTube. Like, basically with YouTube, it shows you what you watch, right? With Facebook, Instagram, everything else, you just get all kinds of stuff. And it's just been very interesting. Just, there's stuff that one of the Migos passed away. Just learned that like a couple days ago. And this happened.
He didn't pass away. He was murdered.
He was shot.
I think it's weird. Like, this is not to you, but I just think it's weird how when people died of, such passed away. Like, there's a difference between passing away,
shot,
getting murdered, or, you know what I'm saying, dropping dead. Like, these are all different things.
Okay. Well, once again, I just saw a whiff of it somewhere. And this was like just recently. Yeah. But apparently it's happened a while ago.
Yeah.
Right?
A couple weeks ago, I guess.
Had no idea. I think I saw a video of the Migos, and it was like one of them was giving the eulogy at the funeral. I'm like, wait, what? Just, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just very interesting that there's certain things.
You're out of the matrix.
Yeah, it's just like they don't even exist. It's like, this doesn't matter.
It's like, while it is sad that something like that happened,
of course,
it's just like a lot of the stuff that you would be aware of or that you don't need to know.
Yeah.
You don't have that access to, which is a good thing to take a break.
It's like
from
it just
social media.
takes off. It's just like a computer, right, with space. I have so much more hard drive space. You know what I mean? You just clean the hard drive, and you can just add more, and I can take on more. Well, only so much, but I can take on a lot more. And it's just like I just have all this time. Like sometimes I'm like, I got time. And I'll read now, well, not now, but I'll read way more, finishing up programs. Like, I'm doing all kinds of stuff. And it's just, and a lot of it is just, I'm not just flipping. You know what I'm saying? Swiping, right? I find myself, when I watch something, a series or a movie, I'm actually watching it. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but like a lot of times, if I'm watching a movie, I'm just on my phone still. I'm not all like on it hardcore, but I'm still going through it. But now when I'm watching a movie, I watch the movie. Mm-hmm. Like, does that sound crazy?
I haven't watched the movie in a while.
Okay.
No, you just watched the movie
Black Panther.
I'm talking about something.
That's it. That's been a while.
Jeez, this man.
That's a while.
Your time frame.
Yeah, that's been a while.
Well,
What was it? 3 weeks?
It's like
3 weeks.
It's like 2. It's like last week or something.
Last week? When's the last time you watched a movie?
Yesterday.
All right, that's been 2 weeks.
Well, I guess it depends if you watch movies weekly. I don't watch movies often, so for me, that just happened.
But do you find yourself sometimes getting distracted, like just?
Yeah, of course.
By the cell phone, yes. The cell phone, yes.
Okay.
I mean, because there'll be times I do this.
I'm like, hold on a second. What happened to this mug?
Like, I would get on, like, I'll be like, oh man, I need to look this up. I'll either get on YouTube or I'll go on Instagram. I'm like, man, I want to look for something. And then there'll be something that shows up and I'll be like, what is this? And it'd be like 5 minutes later, I'm like, what the hell was I getting on here for?
Right.
I'm like, oh, okay, I meant to do this.
Right.
I said, focus.
Yeah.
So
I found myself being much more present, and it has, this girl I was dating a while ago was like, it was one of her things that she didn't like about me.
That you're on your phone a lot?
Yeah, well, and a lot of it was because a lot of it was work, which is like, well, I do stuff. I work on my phone. People call me, like, I have to. But I didn't really truly understand. And then, like, this has helped me work on that.
How often have you taken social media breaks?
It's the first one.
Ever in life?
Yep.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
I mean, yeah.
Mel, do you do them regularly?
Yeah, but the thing is now, since I'm...
Do you?
Oh, yeah. Like, I'll go where I'll just... Well, you know what? Like, I won't say anything.
Yeah, you have.
That's why I don't even post a lot anymore because I'm not on there actively. Like, I'll be like, man, you know what? I'm going to make a conscious effort to post more. And I'll be like, man, I don't even feel like
be posting.
doing this, man, But now since, I'm doing this, it's like, man, I really want to take a break. Like, but I might just have to be like, all right, I'm about to take a break and, you know what I mean? I'm about to starve the algorithms for a bit, you feel me? But
man, you got to do what you got to do, man.
I guess so.
I mean, we'll see. But how often do you take social media breaks? I know it's probably harder for you, right?
It's impossible for me to completely unplug. My whole brand is built on social media.
Yeah.
But in general, y'all don't see me posting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not on social media. I don't look at like Facebook is pretty much non-existent. I don't even go in my group anymore, which is bad. But I don't know what else to do. It's the only way to maintain some level of balance. Instagram is probably the social media I use the most, which if you go to my Instagram, it's dry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
like an overcooked turkey.
Yeah. I don't YouTube but that's not social media. But
I was
gonna
say you're probably on YouTube more.
I'm on YouTube heavy. Every day.
Yeah, YouTube
every single day.
YouTube is the platform that I use. I don't even be in the comment section like I used to because I used to respond to every comment.
Ain't none, man. You ain't gotta be in there, man.
My comment section is lit though.
That's true.
I'll go to my comment section bracing for that one a-hole, and he's never there. Like my comment section is the best. But
the comment sections, depending on which platform you're on, are very toxic. Like,
oh yeah,
it's toxic. Most of them, if they're negative, they're going to be toxic. Period. But I feel like Instagram is like the epitome of toxicity.
Twitter is the worst.
Really?
Twitter is the worst.
Are we talking about your personal, or are you talking about like just in general?
Just in general.
All right.
Okay. My personal.
You think Instagram is worse than TikTok or Twitter?
I think they're both bad.
I don't know. I feel like
are you on Twitter? You're on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I'm on Twitter.
I was thinking about opening a Twitter now that
Elon.
I mean, we can buy blue check marks, right? We can buy
$8 a month.
Yeah, me.
Shoot.
It takes away the meaning of it.
It's pointless now.
Now that Elon's rocking out with it, I've been on Twitter, but it's becoming like it's making the left people or whatever get so upset. Now they're like, we're getting off Twitter, but they're still on it.
Of
we're
course,
getting
right?
off.
It's cap.
Yeah.
And then I think yesterday there was some chick who was talking about since Elon has got on, he's ruined Twitter. I'm trading in my Tesla. And
what does that have to do with anything?
She said, I'm trading in my Tesla because a lot of stuff that he's speaking about is like he has this racist rhetoric. He's
racist?
He's allowing like racist people to show up or whatever, is encouraging it in a sense. And she's trading in her Tesla to get a Volkswagen. And then the Hodge twins, they replied to her and said, Volkswagen was literally started by like a German company and the man that we shall not say.
The man that shall not be.
That shall not be named or whatever.
People are stupid. Why would you throw the baby out with the bathwater? Is it a good car? Do you like it? Okay. Because you do things on a daily basis to support racism, prejudice.
Isn't he selling Tesla?
Is he selling Tesla? The CEO.
Stock.
I think it's the CEO.
Something's happened. Something's happened with Tesla.
Okay.
Like Elon's getting out or something.
Elon he's not the CEO.
No, I didn't think it was, but he had the majority stock. He was like the, I don't know.
Yeah, he's still gonna control this company. But yeah, it's ignorant when people do that.
It's just.
I got a comment today, as a matter of fact, on YouTube.
Was it toxic?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're literally like never toxic. Seriously. But this lady said, I'm gonna paraphrase. Thank you, Chris, for your consistency. Thank you for always basically speaking about positivity and helping people and not being distracted by all of the stuff that's going on in the world. And I responded because I usually, nowadays I don't respond as much. But I was just like, I was thinking because I don't see it. Like I don't see it. There's it doesn't exist in my world. There's nothing for me to talk about. Like people spend their energy focusing on negativity, and I don't. So therefore, it doesn't exist. So poof, Van Moof, son of a.
Ho.
Yeah. So that's the reason why it's easy.
With Kyrie Irving. Maybe y'all heard about it, but the owner, I guess the owner of Nike, Phil Knight, I believe his name is.
He looks like a lizard person, right? You seen him?
Yeah, he looks. He's got to be a lizard person. Definitely. But a lot of people,
lizard energy.
A lot of people are now, I guess, boycotting or not purchasing Nike anymore.
Good.
They still purchasing the Jordan brand.
Some people, but my son, I'm not sure if y'all familiar with.
My
Ooh,
son,
he does got that lizard action going.
Yeah, he do, doesn't he? He got that lizard. He got that Rockefeller action going. That's actually a good picture of him.
Oh,
is that recent?
I don't know.
Yeah, look at a one where he's not smiling, where you can just see his face.
He is smacked. He was developed in a lab.
Yeah, he is.
That's what a lizard person is.
But yeah, a lot of people are going to stop buying Nike or boycotting Nike.
35.2 billion
because of what he said about Kyrie Irving.
What did he say?
He was basically
lizard face.
He was basically piggybacking on the message that was reverberating around his stance on like the Jewish community or whatever. And
you know that man Jewish.
Come on, man.
You know
Come on,
Jewish.
man. Come on, man. You already know, man. Come
going,
on now, man. You already know,
hey,
man.
I'm gonna put all my chips on Jewish.
Jewish. Is he?
Phil Knight is not Jewish.
Oh, he's not. He's not.
I just lost.
You
all
lost all your
money.
chips, man.
It's fine. It'd be
Give me
easy to
them
build
chips.
it back up.
I like my Pringles.
I don't know how easy it is to find out though, because with that Tom Brady thing, it was like he says he's not Jewish. It's like, okay, well, why is he saying you know what I'm saying? Why are you going out your way to say you're not Jewish?
Yeah. So are y'all gonna?
Some people don't practice. They're not practicing Jews because it's not a race, and so therefore they're not Jewish. But he probably still comes from a Jewish family.
It says that I guess in 2014 there was a commercial that was anti-Semitic. Mm-hmm. So maybe he's not.
So he's able to get away with it, or did they cancel him?
That could be why. This is 2014. They weren't canceling people like that.
I
don't know. I didn't read into it. I'm just reading the headlines.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Nah, it's all good. It's like 5 minutes, but but yeah, a lot of people aren't wearing Nikes anymore because he's been dropped from Nike.
They dropped him from Nike.
Yeah.
Well, they dropped him from Nike, but what they won't say is that his contract was almost up in like a month or two anyway.
Right, his contract was almost up, but he also had a shoe release coming up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they either canceled the shoe or they swiped that money that he was gonna make.
Yeah. So a lot of people aren't buying Nike anymore, and the funny thing is, I'm actually on that ship. Like,
why? Because I've tried to get you on other ships.
Because you tried to get me on the Vlad.
I tried to get you on the Vlad ship. I tried to get you on the football ship.
But I mean, because with Kyrie is just like what old boy said was saying that Kyrie said something.
He didn't.
Kyrie didn't say anything. He just posted a link. So that's just him.
That's what Vlad said about Minister. Yeah. Oh. He said something. He said he lied. He literally put words in his mouth.
Yeah.
That's okay. Go ahead.
But with Kyrie, he has a whatever. But with Kyrie, I don't like what they're doing. The funny thing is, I actually have on Kyrie's right now.
Oh yeah. So you are repping the Nikes.
I'm not.
Wait, when did you buy those?
I didn't buy these. It was a gift.
Okay.
Oh, so you get gifts?
Huh?
You get gifts?
I get gifts.
Mel gets gifts.
Mel
gets gifts.
These were gifts when I were in a relationship.
Was it the same person that gave you the? Mm-hmm. Oh well, I guess she gives some good gifts.
They ain't my size though. They're one size smaller. I was like, she's asked me what size I wear. I said 15. I wear 15. Get me 14. I'm just like, you don't fucking listen. I wear 15.
That's messed up.
You win them now. You
she let me measure your foot. I was like, all right, I wear a 15.
That's not how it works. You can't just measure the foot and know.
Yeah, but. Whatever. So I had to work these bad boys in. But no, I'm not going to buy any more Nikes because of how they're doing Kyrie. That's not right. And now Kyrie's what? He has Skechers now?
That was fast.
No, he's not like signed by them, but he's just wearing Skechers in the game.
I thought I saw him wear a pair of signed Nikes that he had scribbled on. No? Okay. Yeah, his first game back. He wore those.
He wore Skechers. He wore Skechers and he doesn't wear socks. It's just like regular tube socks or something like that.
Oh, he doesn't wear Nike branded socks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah. So
is this jersey Nike?
It has to be. You don't have a choice.
He'd take the patch off that monster.
No, you can't. I
wonder if is it Nike?
Yeah, it probably is.
It's all branded, man. It's all branded. But yeah, I can't rock with that. Especially with Kyrie. I'm familiar with the Vlad situation. But I don't.
Y'all saw the Chapelle monologue?
Yeah.
Okay.
What'd you think about it? You like it?
I thought it was hilarious.
I
Thought it was funny too.
Yeah.
They now trying to say that it was anti-Semitic, which is like he didn't say.
He started it off. With, he's like, I don't promote any anti-Semitic rhetoric, and he just was like saying that he loves the Jewish community and all this stuff. He was like, Kyrie, and that's how you buy yourself some time.
Right.
Kanye.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yay, this is how you buy yourself some time. And then he went into his spiel. I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was too. But they're it's not as much as Kyrie and Ye, but it's out there. Like, and there was a comedian that was on some news network, and she was talking about it, and she's Jewish. And she was just like, she basically was torn. She was like, I mean, I laughed at most of it. She said, but then, like, afterwards, I was thinking about some of it. And she was like, I mean, some of it was kind of anti-Semitic, and I'm just like, do you guys don't know the definition?
They don't know
of
what
this.
it means.
Yeah.
They don't know what it means.
They're just following the crowd.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's just like, so anything that says anything negative about Jewish people, they consider anti-Semitic. It's like, that's not what it is.
That's not what it means.
It's literally, I forget the exact definition, but it's literally like hate and like wanting the death of this group of people or something. Like,
people who speak a particular.
and it's just like, just because he made jokes about a situation that didn't have anything to do with him. Like, he was like, Hollywood, you look around.
He said, there's a lot of Jewish people.
It's a lot of Jews. Like,
he said, like, a lot.
Like, it's hilarious. Is that anti-Semitic? By pointing out like what it is?
No.
Kanye was in an interview with somebody, and they asked him some question. He was like, "Oh, I'm crazy, right? Yada yada yada." He opened his phone and was like, "Everyone on this list, I'm going to show you a list. Everyone in red on this list is Jewish, and these are like the top
CEOs."
Okay, you saw that thing? It was like the top 100 CEOs or something. Like 90% of the list was red.
Yeah.
Like, just if it's truth, it's truth. If it's fact, it's fact. Right? Doesn't matter necessarily if you want to feel some way about it. That's okay. But it's like, if he's speaking a fact and you don't like that fact, that's not on him. Right? Like, I'm not saying that I would say what he said, but I don't think that it was anti-Semitic.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that what he said was hate.
I think everyone's just way too sensitive.
It's like, bro, y'all just don't have nothing else to talk about.
They're just, everyone's soft.
It's just like,
everyone is so soft. Like, I can't take a joke. This is offending me. Buck up.
Like,
you know what I mean?
This is why in South Park they made PC principle, because they were pointing out the hypocrisy, and they're Jewish, I believe.
Yeah.
Creators of South Park. But the reality is Jewish people are overrepresented in those top positions. There's no way that if this world was set up for the cream to rise to the top, there's no way that they would be so massively overrepresented if they didn't have some form of control. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Cream rises to the top, which means that which I don't believe this number, but if, black people represented 13% of the nation, then at least 13% of those CEOs would be black.
Right. Hold on, you said you don't believe that. Do you think they're more?
Do I?
Yes. You think a black population is way more than what they're actually saying? I agree with that. I was thinking the same thing.
I think it was a 2020 census, or maybe 20. I don't know whenever they do it, right? So the census, for those who don't know, they go around and they send out cards and whatever, and they ask people,
nobody fill that out.
Who are you? Where are you from? Right. So they ask people these questions, and it's the census. Like, Tyler's mom used to work for the census, and she would, it was a big thing, right? And they were, our numbers like just ticked up just a little bit, like from the last, was it 4 years prior? Or they do it every 4 or 8 years, something like that, right? And it was just like, how did that number go up just a little bit? And that's because, like us, they come to the door put the little sticker on, like, who lives in your home? How many? And we don't respond to that.
Yeah, get thrown in the trash.
Like, yeah, we know what. Like, black people, we don't.
But that's just the tip of the iceberg, because what people are allowed to do is they're allowed to say who lives there.
That's true.
So there could be a representative in the neighborhood. Well, who lives here? Well, it's mostly whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't know.
They don't.
Right? So, and also, let's just be honest. The census is BS.
Yeah.
Period. Like, it's BS, period. Even if the people were out there and we were reporting, it would still be BS. If you don't understand the history of the census, if you don't understand how things are classified in the census, you're going to be confused, because you think white means pale skin, and that's not what it means. So you're going to be confused reading.
If you're Asian, you're white. That's what they'll consider you.
There's a lot of quote unquote black people that are white on the census. A lot. So the point is, we're not the minority. It's the biggest. I don't even understand how people believe it, because look at the world. All indigenous people are people of color. All indigenous people, except for in America. I don't know. And
Stole this land.
And if you look at the country with the greatest density of quote unquote black people, Africa, it's the biggest continent the biggest continent in the world. It just doesn't. We are not the minority anyway.
Math ain't mathin'.
But people say, we talked about this before, but people say Asia is the biggest continent.
I'm sorry, what?
It's not.
Yeah.
Who says that?
People that combine Russia with it.
I think it was another video we talked about it. Someone in the comment section said, actually, Asia
No, it's not.
is the biggest continent.
Actually, I love these people. These are my favorite kind of people. These are the people that are so educated that they're stupid. And I'm not calling you stupid, whoever you are. I'm just saying that when you have a certain level of education, you go through compulsory education, you know that system that was put in place by Rockefeller to control you and make people workers, that system, when you go through that system and you get to a certain level, you start to get really, really dumb, like ignorant. Because they manipulate you. Like, everybody knows it, but nobody really wants to admit it, because you spent so many years and so much money. You're like, I'm proud of my degree. Like, so, you know.
It's so big, man. Why are they limited to one child? They have no space. You know what I'm saying?
They limited to one child?
I think right now, maybe it was
Is that
two.
in Asia or in Japan?
You said Asia.
Yeah. I mean, Asia is what? India?
I mean, that's why I said people that include like Russia.
Yeah.
Some people, because Russia's not a continent. Some people like Russia, like no, but they're all connected.
Yeah.
So some people they'll include Russia, and it's like nah, like but Asia is China, Japan, all that. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Are connected.
I gotta bleep that out.
Why?
Because that was racist, nigga.
Racist?
I said that was racist, nigga. See the hypocrisy?
Europe is connected to Asia or Africa.
It's all like, come on, man. It's all
People. The problem is people look at these fake lines and these fake maps and these fake lines, and they think they know everything.
This is why they can't understand why we're so close to Russia. Like we're literally, you can literally
From Alaska,
you can see into it, and they're like, "Wait a minute, Russia's far." No, it's not. It's right there.
It's right there.
That's because y'all think that
They look at those maps.
y'all think that you got to go on the backside of the earth to get around to the other side, so it's far, and it's like, well, no, it's not. It's right there.
It's very close.
Which would mean that maybe it's not
as a matter of fact,
circular as you think.
Depending on maybe who you talk to, the time of it, you could have probably walked to Russia. There may have been a land bridge.
There might have been
at some point in time.
I think isn't there a bridge?
A land bridge.
Oh, like not man-made.
You're right.
Oh, okay.
Where you
probably
could
was.
where you
Now it's
could
underwater.
walk to Russia.
I'm sure that at some point.
It's probably cold as hell.
Mel,
I mean, Alaska and Russia.
Alaska is cold,
But
man.
I mean, also, but in their summer, it's probably not that bad. This
I'm
summer
sure it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's probably mild, probably 40.
In Alaska?
Yeah, it's not. I don't think it's all the time snow, is it?
Yeah, in Alaska.
100% snow?
I thought the land was just ice.
Come on, man. You can't.
I don't know.
You've seen commercials where
I mean, when you say you talk about the roads,
I'm just talking about. That's not snow.
When I think Alaska,
it's not like the freaking North Pole was Santa all the time. Like
Santa Claus.
When you say Alaska, are you just talking about places where people live, or are you talking about the entire?
I just said Alaska.
The entire land.
I would believe,
which is part
Alaska
of America,
as a frozen.
It's just part.
Tundra.
It's just ice.
I mean, I would believe you're thinking it's Antarctica.
That Antarctica and Alaska.
I
think like icebergs and like Titanic. That's where my mind goes.
I think those are at the poles, the icebergs and stuff. But
let's see.
It's cold out. You ever been to Alaska?
No.
We should go to Alaska.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Let's go to Alaska.
We can do that. We taking honey dip?
Nah.
Gotta stay warm.
Well, we gotta get some honey dips.
You want to get them there? They're gonna be native. I think Native Americans.
But don't in Alaska the sun doesn't like rise for like 3 months or something like that?
No, the sun doesn't go down.
Okay.
Well,
it stays dark for like a certain period of time.
There are periods of time where you will get months of day and night.
Yeah.
Bro, that has to be wild.
You gotta have some blackout curtains.
Yeah.
That has to be wild.
Yeah, maybe it's not a place where people are supposed to live. Because there's a natural rhythm that's triggered by the sun. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
So in summertime, the average temperature in Alaska, what'd you say?
40.
I ain't say nothing.
Guess, man. I want you to guess.
Did you see my phone?
Nah.
He's cheating.
he got black on his phone. I can't see.
Yeah,
that's right. That's
right.
You said 40?
Yeah, don't say 41.
I'm not gonna say 40. We're saying Price is Right. Let's do 55.
Wow. 50 to 60 degrees.
Okay.
See, how can you say 55, but then you think it's
It's
snow
an
all
ice
the
time.
time?
Because it's still cold.
Because I said 40.
55?
Yes.
Oh, you've been in Texas too long.
55 is cold.
It's
55 degrees
chilly.
is cold.
It's chilly.
Mel, I want people on the East Coast to
roast him.
It's 64. It's 64 degrees right now.
Mel, you think it's 55 degrees is cold?
That is cold.
It's not.
It's not like freezing, but it's cold.
You can wear shorts and a t-shirt and go from your car to the gym.
Bruh, it is cold.
55.
Bruh, 55 is cold.
Mel, it's not. That is seasonably spring. You'll have them days.
I'm okay with it, but it's still cold.
I mean, you say cold like 35.
That's freezing.
Okay, to me,
32.
35 cold.
No, 35 is like, bruh.
What about 40?
That's still cold. If 55, if 50 degrees is cold, nigga, 40, it's gonna be even colder.
All right, Mel. What's the cutoff between hot and cold?
How it is right now? It's reasonably.
So
it's reasonable.
64.
It's 64 degrees. This is the coldest it should be.
Okay, all right. I'll agree.
That's
with
the
that.
coldest it should be. Anything that's like
colder than 64, we don't need it.
You know what I mean?
This is how white people keep their house in the summer.
Bruh.
64 degrees.
Bruh, I'm telling you, they do.
My God,
they do.
It's like how? How is it possible? How is it possible that you have your like
Their electric bill be crazy.
like how do
they
you
don't care about
They
that.
don't care. I go over Marcus' house, my friend Marcus. Just walk in. I'm just like, bruh, it is winter time. Why is the AC on right now?
That's crazy.
Like, come on, man. Like white people, their temperature is different. It's completely different. They be wearing shorts. I'm just like, bro, y'all wildin'.
Yeah, my friend, she said that she in the summer, it would be like 85, 90 East Coast, and her AC is set at I think 68. And I'm like, bro, it never turns off.
I don't think I've ever had the AC that low.
72 is the absolute lowest, and that's usually me arguing with somebody.
The lowest I'll go is 76 for air.
I mean, listen, we on the same page. We 76.
Just turn the fan on, man. You know what I'm saying? You'll be all right, man. But that's because it will never, especially we're in Texas, though. I mean, it's hot. So it never turns off. I mean, your electric bill just go crazy. Plus, you get maintenance on the.
Oh yeah, you're gonna burn your stuff up.
And plus, I ain't got a lot of meat on my bones, man. I'm just saying my bones is like right here. My bone right here. You know what I mean? So I don't have a barrier. I don't have no barrier, man. So I'm just like, oh man, it's cold out here. You
It's
know what I
not
mean?
your fat that gives you your warmth, it's your blood. But I think white people that come from the Caucasus Mountains.
Y'all talking real racist
are
right
just
now.
built. They're just
white
built.
people.
They are white people. What else are they?
I mean,
European? You want to call them European?
These are the
colonizers.
Yeah, the Black Panther. The colonizers love it, but it's cold out.
Love it. Oh, a colonizer on the beach. I've never seen that. I think that they're just built different, man. And we've all been trying. We're all the same. No, we're not. Just
That's
like when you look
like
at
men and
animals in
women.
nature, you've got the big cats, but they're not all the same. They have different skills, abilities, like they're different. Even though they're all big cats, one can run 50 miles an hour. The other one can climb a tree great. The other one has crazy jaw strength. Like, they're different.
Do you think different races excel at particular things?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not going to say that Asians are really good at math, but they're really good at math.
Asian culture is something special and unique in our modern
Because they
world.
drill in education like heavy, which is not necessarily a bad thing.
But it's also why they are the most, dare I say, brainwashed society. When I say brainwashed, it may not be the best word, but in the sense of they have a communist country, right? So one person can dictatorship, whatever, controls everything. Their women are, they're taught, be quiet, shut up, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
They're the most subservient.
Really? We need to go to Asia.
But
Listen, I'm down.
I get it.
In World War II, they would not allow themselves until the very end to be captured. That's why we apparently nuked them, right? Because they wouldn't give up. They would instead of surrendering, they would commit suicide.
I don't know.
They would do bonsai charges. So they would basically run into American machine guns just to do everything they can. They know they're gonna die, but it was better to show respect to the not the Lord, but the kingdom, but whatever, than to be captured or die another way. Like I don't know. To me, brainwashed, but they go to school 6 or 7 days a week, 10 hours a day. Like,
that's a long
So just
time.
imagine what the purpose of us going to school. We're told to not be creative, to stand in line, to shut up and listen, to share, to do all these things. It's a form of brainwashing, right? We're taught about space and our history from as early as we can remember. It's brainwashing or programming. So just imagine they're in that more and longer, then they're going to be more programmed than other people.
I think the word, and this is just me, maybe I'm putting words in your mouth, but I think the word is subservient. So prepared to obey others unquestionably. Okay. That's what you're talking about.
Subservient.
I said brainwashed. I said it's probably not the best word.
Okay, so subservient is the word.
Which that's pretty accurate, I think. That's just my opinion.
But what country out there doesn't have some form of brainwashing?
They all do.
They all do.
You need it to a degree.
Asia, this is what they're known for.
Yeah, you need it to a degree, right? Because when even as a leader, right? As a leader, the people that follow you are going to be to a degree subservient. They are, and they have to be.
Yeah,
they have to be to get the results sometimes. It doesn't have to be without question. No, it doesn't have to be without question. Yes. Okay. But I'm saying, people will be subservient.
And that's not exclusive to just countries. That's also to just particular groups or people.
Groups of people.
You give an order, you do it in jobs.
Even influencers on the YouTubes and celebrities and all that stuff.
That's why Kim K is so powerful. That's why she's so powerful.
Sometimes Crispy tells me to do stuff, I just do it.
Which you bring up Kim K, which triggered the thought.
There we go. Let's do it.
Okay.
This is it. Let's do it.
This is it.
You want to do this, Steve? Trust me.
Yeah, you definitely want to do this. All right. Now.
Ooh, Steve, you're gonna pop.
Now there was recently. You're familiar with Balenciaga, right?
Yes, the designer
clothing brand. Yeah. Okay, they recently came out with an ad, and
I think I saw this ad. I saw someone talking. It was a short.
And within this ad, it has children in it.
Okay.
And the children, they're looking very stoic, straight face, whatever. But the children, they're holding bears, like teddy bear purses type thing, like backpack, but it's like a bear. But the bears are in bondage, like sexual bondage of like S&M type thing.
That's crazy.
And so Kim K, she's the one pushing Balenciaga because, obviously she spoke about condemning anti-Semitic stuff that Ye was talking about. But now people are asking.
Look at that good wife, man.
Right.
Look at
a
that
really
good
a good wife. Man, that pisses me off.
I know, right?
That pisses me off.
She just.
You know what? I rocked with her because she's still with Ye, but how she's behaving now.
Mean? Oh, they're back together?
No.
What you mean?
No. When they were together. But now people are asking, or like, if you look on her Instagram, whenever you get back on there, if you look on her pictures, everyone's like, what are you going to say about Balenciaga, promoting sexualizing children?
This is.
And also, another caveat to that, there was a picture with like papers. Tucker Carlson was talking about this.
Tucker.
I'll post a clip here so everyone can know what I'm talking about.
And in case you needed more evidence of that, consider Balenciaga. Balenciaga is what they call a luxury brand. Balenciaga is a company that sells $1,100 sneakers and cotton sweatshirts for $1,500 to people who've literally run out of things to buy. You're probably not doing your back-to-school shopping at Balenciaga, but some people apparently are. So this week, Balenciaga rolled out a new ad campaign on Instagram, and the selling point of the ads was sex with children. One photograph showed a very young girl lying face down on a couch with candles, empty wine glasses, and a dog collar on a coffee table in front of her. Another picture showed the same girl, a toddler, holding a teddy bear dressed in sexual bondage gear, including a leather harness. And then, in case you missed the point, we're for pedophilia at Balenciaga. Another picture made it explicit. That picture showed pages from a Supreme Court opinion that struck down a law designed to fight child pornography. Whoever staged the photo shoot made certain to include a portion of that opinion that used the word sex or sexual 4 times. And of course, that was not an accident. Balenciaga wanted you to notice. So this seemed like a big story to us, as we told you last night. Here you have a major international retail brand promoting kiddie porn and sex with children, and not promoting it subtly, but right out in the open.
Where there's papers that's talking about a court ruling that made something okay for child pornography.
It basically loosened the reins on child pornography.
Why would you loosen reins on that?
That's the opposite.
But to loosen the reins, sickening. But also, why is this paper in the exact same picture?
It makes no sense.
So the girl was talking about that, but she didn't say what it was.
It's in the exact.
It was a court ruling or something.
But why is this in a picture of a Balenciaga thing?
And why is it in the same one where you have children doing this
with a bear,
with this bear and
BDSM?
That's intentional. And then Balenciaga comes out and say they don't support this. Motherfucker, you give the okay to this shit. You the one give the okay to this. We don't do this. We're not going to promote this. They didn't even apologize for it. They just was like.
They just removed it, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Like, that is sickening.
So you go to their Instagram, it's just gone.
Yeah.
No, the internet is undefeated.
But now let's see if
nothing goes away.
How hard they went on Kyrie or how hard they went on Ye for speaking anti-Semitic stuff. So let's see how hard they go when you're talking about children.
Everybody has children. This isn't a cultural thing. We all got children. So everyone should be in uproar.
Everyone should be in an outrage. Everyone should be boycotting, blackballing, banning them from websites.
They should no longer have a brand if you're keeping the same energy, because now you're affecting the entire world, not just a subset of people.
It's already a problem. I mean, you hear about Epstein still. I mean, it's an issue. Like, sex rings.
Do you all know? I'm sorry, Steven.
No, you're good.
Do you all know that they have not released the names of people?
Yeah.
Names of people.
When the whole Epstein thing happened,
they got what's her name? Glizzy Gushman.
Jelaine Maxwell.
I don't know her name. The woman, right?
I don't keep up
Maxwell,
with
that. Just
yeah, something like that.
I don't know. But yeah,
matter.
they never released the names, but they convicted her of basically recruiting for it. But they wouldn't tell us who.
Of course not.
Right.
Of course not.
Of course.
But if there's outrage against Ye for speaking like that or saying anything, there should be an uproar. An uproar of people coming saying, hey, say something about this. is Kim going to say something about this? Is she going to say
She
something?
getting that check, bro.
Like on all her like.
Oh, is she sponsored?
She promotes this.
Yeah, they're in bed.
You know what? I saw something where somebody was talking about how their whole family promotes incest, right? Like, and it was just like not necessarily like telling you, but in their visualizations, in their commercials, like all that stuff, you just see it, and it was like, and it's subconscious, right? They showed a picture of Kylie and Chloe, and they're literally like on top of each other. Like I couldn't even get close to them.
This is where the world is moving towards.
Right.
Slowly, they'll show you, and then
Yeah.
years later, bam, it's just gonna be the norm.
They're basically in bra and panties or swimsuits or whatever, and they're literally intertwined in each other, and their faces are almost touching if they're not touching, and they was promoting a lipstick. It was just like, why all of this? Like, and you guys all try to look the same, and you're promoting lipstick.
That's promoting a candy bar. Maybe I'll get it.
Like why? And it's just like, clearly they're promoting sex. This is what they're promoting. They're promoting sex, right? But they just want you to buy the lipstick. That's the call to action.
The outrage is selective.
Buy the lipstick, but no, they're not going to be outraged because they do it. They're okay with it. Like,
and this is one of the things that Ye was speaking about, that he didn't want his children to be around this
because
stuff.
he sees all this stuff that they're doing, and he's like, I want more of my kids because.
Like, he sees the game. He's the one who's speaking out. That's why he's being blackballed the way that he is, or being silenced in a sense. And he wants his kid to be away from, like, why, if you're in this, why would you want your kid to be around all this sexualized stuff?
You see it.
But now no one's going to, I guarantee it's not going to have the exact same ripple effect that Ye had when he was speaking out against it.
They love Kim, man. It's their idol.
I mean, because the narrative is being pushed by the people who are controlling it, who are trying to keep Ye silent about this stuff.
Who is that? I was just asking a question.
The powers that be.
The powers that be.
The powers that be.
It's Hollywood.
Look, man. At the end of the day, if people can't see this, there's nothing. We're doomed. Like, the fact that you can't see this blatant hypocrisy is happening in real time.
Purposely.
It's almost like they're testing.
Yeah.
Like, let's see if we still got them under the spell.
Yeah.
Can we get away with
Yeah,
it?
same thing they did with the, you know what I mean? With the
You know what I'm saying?
with the cough. You know what I mean? Same thing. The exact same thing. They'll go through trials and errors and see how let's see how much we can get away with.
You know, in China, they still got lockdowns going on?
Yes, there was actually like a protest or a riot or something like
I just
that.
saw that too.
There's a couple things going on around the world.
What I said, subservient.
Yeah, there's a couple things going on around the world, wars and things that no one's talking about.
Because America is going to hide that stuff. They don't want people to know about. There's wars happening in Africa.
You know what? We are Hollywood.
Hey man, you know,
Like,
America.
If you think about the world, we're Hollywood for the world.
that makes sense. You know, you were talking about, you said, somebody said something, I think, war or something. It made me think about Elon. And Elon recently said that he's going to release basically the conversation between like the federal government and or the FBI, and how they spoke to the Facebook, Instagram, yada yada, Twitter, about the Hunter Biden laptop situation. So because the Republicans took over the House, right? And so now they're trying to go after him, Hunter Biden, because for the longest he's been getting away with everything. The laptop came out, and all this stuff has come out of it. And when it originally popped up, it was like 2 weeks before the election, and they basically hid it. What's the name was on Zuckerberg? He's not the alien. He was on Joe Rogan, and he said he kind of messed up because because Rogan asked him, he was like, "Yo, well, what happened with this?" And he was like, "Well, the FBI reached out and they said to be on the watch because there's about to be some Russian disinformation that comes out. Be aware of it."
I think that was purposely said.
You think he said it? To try to get ahead of this?
I think it was purposely said. Like, You don't go on Joe Rogan's platform and the biggest platform out there and not.
When you said purposefully, do you think that he said it to cover himself, or was it to misdirect?
It's just that when you think about people who are at that level, people who control the world, you're not going to make a slip up like that.
Basically, what he's saying is, do you think that Mark Zuckerberg went on Joe Rogan and didn't know the questions that he was going to be asked and didn't have responses prepared ahead of time? It's an orchestra.
I don't think that he made a mistake. I think that he said it with the intention of giving enough truth to make it believable, but still covering the actual truth, which is how you really get away with a lie, right? So I think that he said it because he can't say, I don't know anything about it. Right. That's just not smart.
And also, Joe can't not ask the question.
Right. So
Joe. I like him, but his position.
I know.
It's like you can't be there and not be controlled.
Sometimes I'm like, I don't think he believes that. He believes the most craziest stuff. Yeah. Right. Like he's done mushrooms on camera, or like on, you know what I mean. He smoked with Elon, and I'm like. And that's not really much, but a lot of the stuff that he believes and he talks to people about, it's like, okay, so you believe all this stuff, but then you don't believe this,
right?
And it's like,
I have questions about some of the stuff. Like, Joe, come on, man.
I think that he still knows that he has to be politically correct.
He knows. He knows
because they probably try to come for him.
I think they did a long time ago. Not this recent one. I
think they tried to come because this platform is huge.
It's the biggest.
But which is also a good thing he went on Spotify because he can't be as controlled since it's. I mean, it's
not owned by Jewish people.
Well, it's no. You own this Jewish rhetoric, not me. I'm talking like as far as he won't be as silenced, because a lot of people. Because you can't really comment on Spotify like that.
You just listen, right?
Yeah, you can't. There's no comment section in Spotify, so
Look, man. At the end of the day, you can't have We have already gone over who controls the media. Spotify is media. Podcast is all media. All right. You cannot have the largest media outlet in modern time and not be controlled. Come on.
The news. I was watching I think it was the 5. You might know what it is. Okay. And they were like, I mean, it's at the point now where now some people go to Joe Rogan's podcast for news. We watch the podcast for news sometimes. He's bigger than the news.
He's bigger than everything. This is my point. And do you think that they allow a loose cannon like that? He's the perfect person to do it because he's known for questioning things.
He gives enough. So you're like, I believe everything.
Joe Rogan keeps it real. He asks the hard questions.
But then there are some where
it's obvious.
I don't think Joe.
Go ahead, give him the benefit of the doubt, man.
Well, the thing is, I don't think Joe Rogan is in bed with the powers that be.
I don't think he's in bed with them.
Just simply because of the way that he speaks in his interactions with people.
The fear of loss is powerful. Like, you say the wrong thing and you can be canceled.
Let's keep it a buck. Joe Rogan is one of, if not the most politically correct person on this planet. He's not hyper politically correct, right? Like to the point where it's like, well, obviously this guy's a tool. Mm-hmm. But he's not so Eddie Bravo that he can't have the platform, right?
I wish he was like Eddie Bravo.
Of course, but he wouldn't have the platform. Right. Eddie Bravo has a platform. Nobody knows about it, right? But he's so well balanced in between. It's a little bit too perfect.
He knows when to
dial it back,
and then dial it back. And I think that, to me, business wise, it's smart.
Oh, of course,
it's smart. Like, hey man, some things you can't say. Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have not said anything negative about these people that we keep talking about. But I mean, maybe one day,
Have I said something negative?
No, none of us have.
I probably have said something.
I try not to say anything bad about people that I know that we'll eventually work with.
But I'm saying,
or that I see that we can be on a podcast.
I don't have a problem with anybody.
I don't either.
I don't either. We love everybody.
But the truth is the truth.
It's just
if you just
say it.
If you control all of the major corporations and the media outlets, you do. Like that's like me being like, nah, I'm not the founder of AHA. I never have been. Or getting mad at somebody for saying, well, Chris is the founder of AHA. Like, yeah.
Clip that part out. They're going to be like, oh, Chris is not the founder of AHA, huh?
Oh, right.
Oh, you know how to.
Oh, yeah, you can chop anything up.
Chop up anything.
Make it sound how you want it.
That's what they did to Joe.
Yeah, that's what they do to everyone who has like Andrew Tate. They do the same thing.
Yeah, but no, the way they did it to Joe was definitely malicious, like in a different way. With Andrew Tate, like Andrew Tate really did say those things in a certain context. You may not have gotten the full context, but they literally took Joe's like words and chopped up the words.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Andrew made a good point, and he said, I did not expect me to be the most popular man in the world. Yeah. Like, so, yeah, I mean, he doubled down and said, yeah, I meant what I said, but I also didn't mean it to be malicious. But, you know,
it's
like
just that when you have a bigger audience, you'll be more aware of what you say. But
so
when
he was
you
like, I didn't really understand, but so much of his stuff is not even just recent. He's years of stuff, old stuff. Like that's why saying now, you gotta be careful what we say.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm saying
for the future, you know what I mean?
Right, but I'm saying like I haven't said anything negative.
For this episode, there'll be a lot of bleeps. Don't worry.
Like well, Steven's anti-Semitic. No, I didn't say anything hateful. I don't care.
Listen, I love Jewish women.
Yeah, what you mean?
Caribbean women.
Yeah, man.
You know my
and get her to make me some of that Jewish bread.
And we went a whole episode without talking about
relationships. So you're gonna cut off before I get going.
Relationships.
I like Asian.
Because the funny thing is, I actually wanted to bring up something, but we'll save it for next week.
Black.
We'll save it for next week.
Hey man, don't worry, man. We gonna be back into it soon because I'm about to get back in this dating world.
You are? You about to get back to the dating game?
I mean, probably not till the end. I said December. He's still over there.
Yeah, I mean, you just like them all though.
Blazing.
You know what I mean?
I mean, why not?
Crazy.
Yeah, you know I mean. So all the people he said he liked, make sure y'all subscribe, like the video, subscribe, and all that stuff. And we will see you beautiful people next time. Chris James, Stephen Michael,
It's a lot.
and I am Animated. You all holler for $1, pipe your collar for a scholar.